Alright, this is the 3x3 Rubik's Cube tutorial. To start out, I want to teach you the way to refer to the cube by faces. So to begin with, this is the front face, the one facing you. This is the left face, the one in your left hand. This is the right face, the one in your right hand. This is the up face, and this is the down face. Now, to determine the directions of those faces, it is based on clockwise or counterclockwise turns. So if I say right, I mean one 90-degree turn on the right face clockwise. Okay, so this would be right. If I say right inverse, I'm tilting the cube a little bit, by the way, just so you can see the face. So this is still my front, but I'm just tilting it a little bit so you can see the right. So if I say right inverse, that is one 90-degree turn on the right face counterclockwise. So for instance, left would be like this. Imagine you're looking at it, and that's how you know whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. And then here we have front this way, and then front inverse this way. Same thing with down, down, and then down inverse would be the other way. Okay, so those notations are what I'm going to use for the algorithms. Let's get started on the first step. The first step is we'll get the white cross. Later on, when you solve the cube and have it memorized and want to go for faster speeds, you'll solve the cube based on its most completed side. But for now, let's all go for the white. So you realize that the white center, as all centers, are fixed. So cubes rotate around them, so you're going to be looking for these pieces that are white. Here's one of them right here. It just also happens to be matched up with the orange side, but I'll talk about that more in just a minute. So we just kind of look around. This part doesn't really have algorithms. You just kind of move them up there. You can be more efficient with this, but I'm just looking for. So here's a case that you might come across. Here's the white face, but then when I rotate it up, oh, look at it, it's flipped the wrong way. Well, no worries. So what you can do is, if I were to just flip it this way, I'd take a side off. So get it where you need it to go, and then just rotate the other portion of your white cross away from it and rotate it up. And then look for the last one. Oh, it's over here. Same strategy, it's just the other way. Two ups and then one right. And I have them up there. Now these are not in the correct spot, but let's see if I can turn it once and get them in the right spot. See how it's white, green, red? No, we don't want that. I just got lucky here. I got them all in the correct position, but if I didn't, I'll do these two for instance. See how they're switched? Well, my favorite method for doing this is rotating the front face twice, and then down here, I need you to rotate this piece until it matches up to the orange center, like that. Once it does, forget about this. This is fine. You're going to rotate it front twice. 1, 2. Now you have this piece up, correct? And your blue one, white, is already moved down. So we can then move it, rotate it over until we find the blue center. Here it is. And then we rotate it front twice. So here we go. We got the white cross and the corresponding centers. Let's get the corners. So to do it, we're going to need to use one of our first algorithms. The first step is to find a corner piece, like I did here, and then move it beneath where it needs to go. So white, blue, orange needs to go here because it's white, blue, orange. And so the algorithm is right inverse, down inverse, right, down. So I'm going to show you and slow-mo it. So that's one time, but it's still not permuted right. No worries. Keep the cube in the same position. Do it again. Right inverse, right, down. Oh, still here. It's almost here. This is the one move away. Right inverse, right, down. And there it is. So you're going to use that algorithm again at the end, but that is our first algorithm and one of the most used ones. So here's another one already in our bottom face, and it is white, red, blue. So we move it beneath where it needs to go, right here, because it needs to go here. We do our algorithm. We're going to get lucky. We only have to do it once. Right inverse, right, down. There it is. All right. The rest of your cube is awesome. So we have another one down here. I like to always see what's already down, and then I can move it up. If this one, if both of them were up here, for instance, to bring it down, I would just rotate one turn right inverse, and then down inverse, and then right down, and I actually moved it. Oh geez. So in the process of showing you how to move something off of it, I got lucky and moved it up. So I also have another opportunity besides the right inverse, right down, to show you a small different, a little different version. Because with this setup, with the final cube's white side on the outer portion, I can do this algorithm: right inverse, down, right, and that's pretty much it. I don't need to really finish it. Most moves are, most algorithms that we run are going to be 4 like that, but that one we just had to do 3 to get that final corner up. So this is what it looks like. Centers matched and all the corners in place. When it's like this, you flip it over and we work on this second layer. So in the second layer, we look for pieces that are not yellow. All right, so this one has yellow on it, ignore it. Oh, here's one, orange and blue. So you look for the orange side. You match it up to the orange side, then you see which way is blue. Is blue this way, or is blue this way? Nope, blue is to the right. So we're going to do the right algorithm. The right algorithm is up, right, up inverse, right inverse, up inverse, front inverse, up, front. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to slow-mo it. There it is. Okay, so the cube is now there. We have some other ones now in place. Let's find them. Oh, here's one. The left algorithm, which is up inverse, left inverse, up, left, up, front, up inverse, front inverse. So let's see that in action. There we go. So those are going to be probably the ones you'll need to take notes on and actually have next to you when you start practicing the cube. But we got to do it one more time, and I will say these out loud and do it at normal speed. So this is the right one. We go up, right, up inverse, right inverse, up inverse, front inverse, up, front. Now we have all the sides solved for the first and second layer. Now the third step is to get this yellow cross. We got really lucky and had it on our first try, but let's do our algorithm and unscramble it. So the algorithm that we're going to use to get the yellow cross is front, right, inverse, up inverse, front inverse. That looks like this. All right, so you can have a number of possibilities. This is one. You can have a J up here in this corner. Ignore the corners, by the way. They can be permuted correctly or not, but we're just mainly focusing on the yellow cross, the yellow centers. So that's one. We do our algorithm again, and I can show you the other ones. You could also have a line. Okay, do it one more time. There's the cross again. And let me see if I can get the single one by itself. No, I can't seem to get the single one by itself, but there's also a possibility that you could just have the yellow cube, but you just do the algorithm. So to do it, I'm going to slow it down. This is the slow-mo version of the algorithm: front, right, inverse, up inverse, front inverse. There we go. I need to do it one more time though, because I don't have the cross yet, so you just do it again. When you get the cross, you're done. However, we start the next step, which is matching up centers and getting corners. So to start, you just kind of move this top layer until you find a couple matches. Cool, so here's one. Okay, I have red and blue. However, it can also be a little different. Let me see if I can get that case for you guys. Nope. Do it one more time. Nope. I'm trying to show you one case where they're opposite each other, but I can't seem to get it. There is a case where they'll be like this. This side matches and this side matches. They're opposite. You just do the algorithm one time. It'll move them next to each other like they are here. And then what you do when you're at this case, whether you were opposite and moved it to here or just got two sides matching next to each other, you then put one of the solve sides in the back, one of the solve sides in your right hand, and do the following algorithm. It is right, up, right inverse, up, right, up, up, right inverse, up. Now you have yellow green, yellow red, yellow blue, and yellow orange. So we are very close. We are very, very close. Here we go. The next step, you look for a corner that's already in the right position. So what I mean by right position is that it has the colors you need. This is a green, red, and yellow corner, but this is a yellow, orange, and blue corner. Over here, I have a correct piece. This piece is incorrect. This piece is correct because it's blue, red, yellow. And then I keep that one in my bottom right face. And I do the following algorithm. This one's a little tricky, so I'm going to show you in slow-mo first. Okay, so we need to do it one more time. You keep the solve center. I probably just need to do it one more time, and they will be correct. This is an algorithm that you might need to repeat twice. So it was up, right, up inverse, left inverse, up, right inverse, up inverse, left. Oh, so close. Green, yellow, red, green, yellow, orange, and the other ones are in the correct spot as well. So at this point, you can just pick a side that, since they're both unsolved, you can just pick any side. But if you did have one that was solved, you would put it in the right face, or actually, I'm sorry, you would put it back here and then have your first unsolved side over here. And then you'll understand once I show you the algorithm. But we're going to do the right inverse, right down. Again, our first algorithm, until we get the yellow piece on top. The key here is do not skip the last down. Repeat, do not skip the last down. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to start with this one first. All right, so again, the algorithm is right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Oh, it's in the right spot. So I did my down, and then I rotate the upside one up inverse. Okay, I do it again. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Oh, it's in the right spot. So I rotate up inverse. Do it again. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Oh, the right spot. Then I rotate it over. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Right inverse, right, down. Here we go. Last time. Right inverse, right, down. Wow. So that's the solve cube. My biggest piece of advice when you're doing those last few corner switches, always do all 4 moves of the algorithm. Don't do 3, do 4. Don't forget the down. Good luck. I hope you are able to practice a lot, and I hope you find success. This is Mr. Reed's Rubik's Cube 3x3 tutorial. Thank you for watching.